Hi, Vinny Lavodi here at Tech Support and Enabling Devices. Today I'd like to talk to you about one of our products, a Sip and Puff number 970 double closure. So let's get started. This is our standard 19-inch gooseneck, and we've incorporated a Sip and Puff device into it, which will allow a user to activate two separate devices by either puffing or sipping. The only thing you need to assemble on this is your anti-contamination filter and your mouth straw. The filter and straw comes pre-assembled for you, but I want to show you, just in case you have to, when you buy replacement straws or replacement filters, how you need to put these together. You'll notice on the filter it has two different sides. There's one that's fairly smooth with just a little notch on the end, and then there's this other side which actually has a threaded inside. The threaded part actually goes onto the gooseneck portion. The smooth side plugs into that clear union that connects the two, and then your straw just simply plugs in here. You can put that down, and this straw is almost like a dentist straw. When you go to the dentist, it can be bent and adjusted for the individual user. Once you have these two pieces installed, then you'll need to plug this into your Sip and Puff gooseneck. And the way you do that is there's another connector here. Just hold the tab down on the side with your finger and simply place the filter and rotate it about a quarter turn until it locks in place. One other thing I'd like to note is that sometimes when you're pulling the tubing, you could dislodge it from the connector inside the gooseneck. What you need to do is just remove this vinyl cap, which just comes off, and then your tubing you can push down from the bottom and just force the tubing up. Pinch up the clear tubing. Basically you want to push that end through so it's coming through the cap, and you just hold it until it goes on all the way. You can't go any further. Now it's on pretty secure. Once that's on securely, then you can just push this cap back down and put your finger on this so it doesn't pop out. Now it's on nice and secure. Now you can reattach your filter and straw assembly, hold the tab on the side, and give it a quick turn. Your control module here, where you're going to plug your cables into, is Velcro attached to the super clamp, so you can move it and reposition it somewhat. You can reorient it depending on where you're mounting it so it clears. If you have a problem where the clamp's not sitting properly or it's interfering, you can unscrew the clamp strap here with the two Phillips head screws, and then you can rotate, you can turn the gooseneck up the other direction so you can reorient it if you need to. You'll also get included two 1/8 inch to 1/8 inch male-to-male cables. This will allow you to plug one end of the cable into your control box and the other end into your device. You don't have to use both functions. You can just do one, or a puff or the sip, whichever you prefer, or you can use both again to control two different devices. With our mounting clamp, if you're going to be mounting on solid surfaces, we have the included rubber shoe, which gets stored here on the back of the clamp if you're not using it. And you would only use this for flat surfaces. If you're doing tubular surfaces, the clamp is notched out to hold on to a tubular type surface. And this piece just press fits in here. So I'm going to mount this on our table. So I'm going to plug these in, the cables. And for our demonstration, I'm going to use one of our CD players, which has two switches on it. One to turn the CD on, and the other one to advance the CD. So we're going to plug it in to show you how that works.
Close your eyes, a dark kiss here.
So a puff started the CD, another puff will pause it. Start it again. Now I'm going to sip on it to advance the track. It's very simple, it's very easy to use, it hardly use any effort to do that. So there you have it, our item number 970, double closure sip and puff on gooseneck.